Dwellers. My name is Nacho Bidness, and this is episode 10 of my Fallout 4 No Loot Challenge run. In short, the rules are that I am not allowed to press the A button to take anything out of the environment or out of a container and put it into my inventory. The exception is crops from my settlements because they are renewable, because we're playing on survival mode, and because I needed to have something to barter with in order to play the game. In something of a departure from my usual method of finishing an episode and then spending some time doing character maintenance and doing some settlement building, you actually joined me just minutes in the real world after I finished recording the last episode. And the end of that was something of a disaster because I tried to do the quest with Paladin Dance where we went to ArcJet to get ourselves a deep range transmitter, and forgot that at the end of that quest you have to actually pick up the deep range transmitter, and that is kind of a disaster because it means that I cannot advance that quest, and I have more or less abandoned Paladin Dance in ArcJet systems. Now, we just discovered Shroud Manor. That is a piece of Creation Club content. If you want more rules clarifications, Creation Club content thoughts, and a mod list, you can take a look at episodes 1 through 3 of this series. At any rate, with no way to advance the quest with Paladin Dance, as I said, I have essentially abandoned him in ArcJet, and I don't know what the implications of that are going to be. I don't know if that means that when Brotherhood arrives, Dance will still just be simply gone, if he will basically come out of ArcJet and just be very annoyed with me for having abandoned him in the middle of the quest. Hard to say. I'm actually kind of hoping that maybe there is some unique dialogue. I mean, who in their right mind would get that far along in that quest and then simply stop? So, what we're doing today, and the reason why we're pushing on without doing any settlement maintenance or anything else, is I am ready to get to Diamond City. I have spent a long time getting this far. In fact, at this point, this game has been going for, let's see, about 43 hours. Which is a crazy amount of time for a game to go on without having at least gotten to Diamond City. And to that end, we are moving on. My character is tired, but I don't want to try and go back to a settlement or anything else. I just want to move on and see if I can get myself down to Diamond City. I did want to just also slightly come over here and get that map marker for the CIT ruins. This part of the world in the real world looks a little different in that the road is a lot wider and there's a median strip between the two different directions. But this bridge exists in the real world, and I have walked across it. I have a number of Fallout in real life videos that I have been doing, and there are more to come, but I have not gotten around to doing, or at least releasing, the ones from Boston just yet. Nevertheless, I want to clear out these raiders from this tugboat and barge. I think in the real world that this is not a drawbridge like it is here in game. At least I didn't see any kind of indication it was a drawbridge, but even so, it is, as I said, extremely similar to the in-game geography. I'm just trying to be real careful and not take any fire that I don't have to get these raiders off of this tugboat and barge, because I am going to need a path from my oh hey, attack dog. Hello. Goodbye, doggy. I'm going to need a path between my agricultural empire of the north, which I'll show you the supply lines here, where I'm growing all of these crops that I'm using to fund all of my bartering. I'm going to need a clear path between there and Diamond City, and that means that we are going to have to clear out this boat. And I'm just, like I said, just going to be careful. I've got a long scope on here, so I can get the occasional headshot, and with Ninja, that really helps with getting the extra damaging sneak attacks. But I will say, I am looking forward to maybe getting a different gun once I'm in Diamond City, because the pipe rifle is falling behind, and it is a disaster, really, that I was not able to get the Righteous Authority. I was really depending on being able to get my hands on that. It was a major part of my plan for this playthrough. But there is another headshot, and if we could just get this power armor guy down, I think we'd be in pretty good shape. He just wants to dance around and not hold still while I shoot him.
Looks like we're clear.
And, oh, he's decided to finally climb onto the bridge. And that means that he is close enough that we can take some bad shots. And I am going to take a critical because he is strong, his weapon hits hard, and I don't want to die. Kind of sad about having to use that VATS critical, because I would have preferred to save that for Hangman's Alley, but you know, VATS criticals are kind of there for emergencies, and that was pretty close to an emergency, I would say. All right, things look pretty calm around there. We have gone back to hidden. Here is a thought. Have we got? So we got the map marker now. Is this going to show up as cleared? Not yet. So there might still be some enemies around here. Let us kind of carefully explore. Good thing about this is I don't think that this spot respawns enemies. I have played survival mode before and had to run back and forth between Hangman's Alley and the other settlements up north a lot of times, and I don't remember respawning enemies here. There's a couple spots along that route that, yes, enemies will definitely respawn, but not here, I don't think. But we are just going to be very careful and just slowly and surely clear every room and make sure that they're all dead. And I will cut back to you. I'm just gonna cut away here while I do this because I don't think there's any more enemies. I'll cut back if there are. Well, there were no more enemies, and even better, there was a couple of real beds in here, and so I have taken the opportunity to get myself a save and a full 8 hours of sleep, and hopefully just a little bit that closer to getting rid of my character's disease. Right now it is fatigue, which requires more frequent sleep. I tell you, with this in particular, lucky. I'm going to tell you, with this disease in particular, I feel like I'm playing a character with narcolepsy. Like, she just wants to sleep all the time. Still, it is just late afternoon, and we are going to be able to push on to Hangman's Alley with a save under our belts. I feel okay about trying to clear out Hangman's Alley, and that should get me some additional points with Preston. And as I have said in some other episodes, the companion perks are going to be especially important because I am not going to be able to take magazines or bobbleheads. In fact, there was a magazine that was on the boat that I had to let go. It's one that gives you twice as much healing from fruits and vegetables, which, considering the playstyle that I've had here, that would have been super duper useful. There's a lot of gunfire going on, but I think that is from further up the road, Diamond City Guards and Super Mutants. For now, I am just going to try and concentrate here on taking out the people in Hangman's Alley. And I do not want to open that chain door. Once that door is open, it means that attacks can come from that direction, and it's better off if you just never open it. It does mean a slightly longer walk. When we go to Diamond City, we have to go out to the river and around instead of straight down the road, but I think being able to miss an additional attack vector makes it worthwhile. There's a couple of raiders. Let's just see if we can headshot these guys. Come on, poke your head out. There you go. No luck. It was a 50-50 shot, and I am suddenly hungry. So we'll just stop right here in the middle of combat and have ourselves a couple of potatoes.
Come on, is that the best you've got?
Preston, if you would like to open that door, that would be just fine, because that would allow the raiders to come out and
take a look.
Unlock the door. Well, okay. I would like to do this without being too exposed. Let's wait until we're back and hidden. And see if there are some shadows we can stand in instead of bright sunlight. Hopefully our shattered armor will help make this go a little faster.
Come on out.
Looks like they're
I'll
gone.
make it nice and quick.
There we
You can
go.
trust me.
Let's climb this stair and see if we can get eyes on anybody else. That is not going to work without Penetrator. I wonder... Oh, here's a guy that we can maybe take a shot at. Ah. Well, let's try and get his buddy. There we go. Come on back around. You want to investigate that, don't you? Let's see. Could I maybe get on this awning? No.
You should be.
No, not scared. Just would like to get eyes on you. Come on. Stick your head out. Pretty please? No. But since he wants to stand right there, let's try a Molotov and see if that...
Only a fucking coward hides.
See if that takes care of him. Don't know if that's actually going to do any damage to the guy or not, since he's on the other side of the wall. Well, they are being stubborn, and I don't want to unlock that door right in their faces. So let's try another approach. There should be another way around from over here. In fact, there is also somewhere around here there is a trader that is located in kind of an underground tunnel. I'm trying to remember exactly where that might be, because just anytime there's a place where I can barter, I will try and poke my head in and just see if there's anything good. I know that there's another way into Hangman's Alley from over here, but that is also unlocking a door right into the Raiders. And I think this is it. I think those are the only two ways in until you unlock that chain door, which, as I said, I don't want to do. Here is where we can find that trader. Yes, he lives somewhere down this tunnel. I swear I remember there being like a little alcove that had a guy living in it. And, oh, here it is. It's over here on the left. So let's... Okay, well... Just got some experience points. I'm guessing somebody died. Alright, well... let's talk with this person.
Let's trade.
Let's trade.
Hear anything lately?
What's new?
If you don't mind, prefer to just talk shop for
Alright,
now.
well, that's
Got a lot of
fine.
quality. Let's see what you have.
Ready to shop. Alright, well, I just saw the notification that Hangman's Alley's been cleared, so I'm guessing that Preston must have done it on his own. Subway token. You know what? I'm going to take that because I have not been in the subways yet, but there are protectrons that hang out in subways that you definitely want to have a token in your inventory. As for anything this person has, as usual, I am looking for oil, and it's just too much money for one oil on the gold-plated platter. I'm looking for oil and bottles because... Alright, well, here is some oil, and I am not going to bother with my charisma gear for just that.
That just looks like junk to me.
Alright. Preston, good work on clearing out Hangman's Alley. Are you... Do you like me enough yet? No, I still want to wait on the castle. I am starting to wonder if maybe the only way to get Preston's companion perk is if we, in fact, take the castle. But that up there is where the Hangman's Alley, and Please hit this guy. 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 I was not cautious in running up that road. That made cops. Preston, save me. Oh no, Preston's down. Let's see if we can kind of fade back and give this guy some whacks with a bat. That still does okay if we can get close enough for that dial. It's just, oh boy, there's a grenade. Why don't you come running up here so I can patch you?
Disappearing!
If we're not going to do that, let's try some pistol shots. Come on, Vats Defense. This is kind of good when we can grind up some criticals too. Boy, that was dumb. I had forgotten just how dangerous downtown Boston can be. Preston, are you okay? Okay, well, you're reeling, but I think you're all right. So instead of just dashing up here, let us carefully sneak our way back to Hangman's Alley and kind of see what the spoils of war are. Because Hangman's Alley is, in my opinion, Hangman's Alley is really the best place to build a base in the entire game. It is close to Diamond City. It is easily defended because there are limited ways in and out, and it is centrally located for the entire map. And as I said, I'm not going to open that door ever. So let's go around the side and just see what we've got here. Is it, in fact, actually clear?
That's it.
So far, so good. And I'll take it. Excellent. There's another entrance over here that I am going to go ahead and unlock, and I'm going to turn off the camera here for a little bit and just kind of spend a little time getting this place set up.
Yes.
When I came back, I thought I would be showing you around Hangman's Alley and then making our triumphant journey to Diamond City. That is not to be the case though, because Preston Gravy here, well, he went and picked a fight with some super mutants, and I was busy cleaning up Hangman's Alley. Heck, I haven't even got a supply line set to it yet, and I was distracted, did not realize what was going down, and he got hurt pretty bad, and I was not around to stim pack him. And he got sulky. He has decided to come all the way back to Sanctuary, and now he doesn't want to go adventuring anymore. Anytime I talk to him, all he talks about is it time to retake the castle? And the answer is no, Preston, it is not time to retake the castle. So in the short term, I have elected to travel with Dogmeat, and I am going to need him as a pack mule. Figure since I'm already up here in the north of the map, I might as well circulate through my settlements and get my crops so that I can get them sold in Diamond City. However, I always thought it was weird that Dogmeat had any kind of carry capacity, like, at all. Like, where does he put it? Oh, and yeah, on top of everything else, I have an infection, and I have not hired my doctor yet in Hangman's Alley. I could take an antibiotic, but I am going to just try and let it run its course. Anyway, I have no idea where dog meat sticks anything, so I decided that I would just download a mod to make this canine harness. The patches don't actually do anything, so I'm not too fussed about trying to have an armor perk. I did have to have armor 1 just to make the harness, which is fine. We'll leave the color a nice olive drab green. Yeah, like this is maybe a leftover from the army that Mary has found, and well, not found, because she doesn't do any looting. So let's say that she has made her own, and we're just going to make it out of black cloth, because that is just what we're saying, because Mary doesn't find anything, she doesn't loot anything. We're also going to add some pouches so that dog meat can carry a little bit more, and is that everything we want to do? Yes. Oh, we can change the pouch color too. We'll go ahead and change that to black. Anyway, now that it has, now that dog meat has something to carry stuff in, it doesn't feel quite as weird to have him carry crops for me.
Hey.
Come here, buddy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and give you a harness and have you put that on, and we're also going to give you a whole bunch of vegetables to carry. Now, because we are already right here in Sanctuary, I thought maybe now would be another opportune time to try and deal with Mama Murphy. And I don't know where the landmine went that she sat on, but it has just... Oh wait, here it is. There it is. Mama Murphy, how did you get that landmine over there without blowing up? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I seem to remember that you are partial to Jet. And you only wanted to take 1 dose from me last time. But I really would like to give you a more. Like, a whole lot more. So, what if we maybe set up a high velocity drug delivery system for you? How would you like that, Mama Murphy? Do you think that that might be something you might enjoy? Here, let's move this nice and close so that we get the full benefit of these drugs delivered at high velocity to the face. Go ahead and turn that off, and let's just put some jet here in the machine. I don't think we need to put all the jet in the machine. That should be plenty of jet for a woman of Mama Murphy's size and age. So we'll turn that on, and well, shoot. That hasn't worked any better than any of the other things I tried. Why don't you like jet anymore, Mama Murphy?
Mama Murphy, you need the sight. It's telling me
Mentats. Well, Lottie freaking da! Mentats. Well, I don't have any mentats.
You're an addict.
You need help. Oh, not this again. We'd have never made it this far without the sight.
I mean, that is kind of Mary's instinctual response, even though it is... even though Mama Murphy did terrible things to her, Mary is the forgiving type. Maybe to a fault. But still, mentats, I don't have any mentats, Mama Murphy. So For now, you enjoy that jet. I hope you enjoy the hell out of it. And I'm going to figure out some other way to get you. Maybe we can spice up those mentats when we get those for you. For now, though, let us be moving on, because I do have a deadline in mind for getting to Diamond City, and I want to get there sooner than later. Well, folks, here we are outside of Hangman's Alley, and I have spent some time to get this place kind of at least up and running, although we have certainly a long way to go around here. We don't have our doctor yet, but we do have some water and all of our crafting stations. Got a settlement recruitment beacon going, and I have even built myself another decon arch. I've got a few bits and pieces around here. I didn't scrap anything that was a piece that I could build with, and that is because, as I've said before, I am using up a worrying amount of steel. I at least have a place for people to sleep that is technically covered, although they are packed in here like sardines. Also, the raider bodies have refused to despawn so far, and the psychos in particular, they say that they are too heavy for my character to pick up. I could probably spend a little bit more time here planting crops and stuff, and I will, but I am eager to move on, because after 10 episodes, after 46 hours of gameplay, after, let's see here, after 5,400 crops harvested, and 6 supply lines set up that look crazy, but I've explained why I don't bother making good supply lines. We're ready. We are ready to go down to Diamond City. Now, you might notice that I have built out a little bit farther than is usually allowed with Hangman's Alley. That is from the Draco Invictus mod, and I think it's great. I think that we should have been allowed to build all the way out here in the base game. There is one final obstacle before we get to Diamond City, and I think I should at least look at my perks before we get to that obstacle, because I am tempted by another rank of rifleman. But I have said that I want Black Widow before I get to Diamond City, and we're here. I think that this will unlock some unique dialogue options, or at least I hope it does. It's going to feel like a real wasted perk, even with the 10% damage to men, or sorry, I guess with rank 1 it's 5% damage to men in combat. This is going to feel like a wasted perk if there's not some extra dialogue lines, but I think there are. As for the other perk that I have available, I am not sure if I should be taking Gun Nut or if I should be taking Science. I may be upgrading to an energy weapon when we get to Diamond City, so I think that I am going to leave that perk be for now. As I said, the other rank of rifleman is tempting, but I think that it will be more important to be able to upgrade my guns. But this is where I expect to have my next obstacle, because there should be super mutants here, but there's not. I wonder if the super mutants that Preston was picking a fight with were actually the ones from this little set piece battle, because he did get himself killed. I did manage to take out the mutants that killed him, but not before he got upset with me for not giving him stim packs. So I guess this is it. There does not seem to be any additional mutants to kill, although this flickering rooftop is certainly interesting and weird. But what do you know? I guess on to Diamond City. I am loaded down with crops, and Codsworth is loaded down with crops, so we are going to have plenty to barter with. I've also got a big pile of about 5,000 caps, I think. Let's see. Yep, 5,200 caps, and that means that we are ready to go shopping, at least once we have a conversation outside the gates. And I guess to that end, I am going to go ahead and get out my charisma gear, just so that if there are persuasion checks, and I think there are, we will have the best chance to succeed. And there's Cricket, and although I am tempted to go talk with her, I think that this is not the time. Let's go ahead and have a conversation with Piper over here. I tell you what, I liked Piper a lot more on my first playthrough. Once I really understood the way that she is a quote-unquote journalist who doesn't print actual facts. She prints a lot of speculation and guesses, and these are things that turned out to be true, especially about Mary McDonough.
You want into Diamond City, right?
I mean, it's not good journalism, and I do want into the city. I was told that I might be able to find help finding my son here.
What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month?
Piper, that's,
You hear that, Danny?
I mean,
You gonna open the gate
I
and let us
do
in,
have
or
an
you gonna go
awful
and
lot
talk
of
to the
produce in my
crazy bird about
backpack
losing
here.
out on all the supplies?
So I think I could probably keep this town fed for a while with everything that I'm carting around. And here we are. The great reveal, the opening of the gate of Diamond City. It is good to be here. But tell me about Diamond City. What is it?
Green Jewel? She's a sight.
And
Everyone who's anyone in the Commonwealth
she's got a lot of
is from
dialogue
here,
that
settled here.
everybody's already seen before, so we're just going to skip it. Let's go inside and maybe meet with Mayor McDonough and see if we can't finagle some help finding my son.
Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that critter scrapped for part.
McDonough is a scumbag, but yet I do like some of his voice lines. Devious, rabble-rousing.
Free speech in the dumpster.
Yeah, but Piper, I support the news,
Always
but
believed in freedom of the press.
free speech does not necessarily mean you're allowed to
Oh,
print
Bring you
speculation.
into this argument, miss? No. You look like Diamond City material.
I mean, I'm dressed
Welcome to the
nice,
great
but have you
green
seen
jewel
my
of the Commonwealth.
face?
Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here.
Yeah, I probably won't be settling down. I've got a nice place right around the corner.
What are you
Why are you two arguing anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy, but if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you
Yeah,
came
print the
to our
truth.
city for?
Asking questions and asking leading questions is not printing the truth, Piper.
I'm trying to
But-
find someone.
Trying to find
Press aside, I am trying to find somebody.
My baby boy.
I am hoping you can
Sean.
help me find my baby boy.
He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing? You hear that, McDonough? Is Diamond City Security just gonna stand by while a mother searches for her infant son all on her own?
No, don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamonds.
Well, if your security is not
A
going to
mayor
help,
of a
then
great
who
city
will?
must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there is one private
Nick
citizen.
Valentine.
Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts.
Sounds like Private Dick.
Tracking people down, usually for debts or whatnot. Now I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
A reasonable
This is ridiculous.
fee.
Diamond City Security can't spare
McDonough,
one officer
that's
to help.
terrible.
I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security?
Piper, why do you look so
I've had enough
oily?
of
It
this,
is
Piper.
not raining
From now on,
outside.
consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine?
I'm at least interested in Piper, but boy, she is shiny, very shiny for it being a beautiful sunny day outside. But
So,
we have Danny
that
Sullivan over
trader
here that we
Piper
can
was
talk to. Yeah, sorry, Danny. Actually,
I didn't mean to lie, officer. It all just happened so fast.
it's just not
First
in
one
my
Piper
character
pulled into a
to
heap of trouble we
lie.
weren't ready for. Thanks for being honest. If it were up to me, we would have just let the both of you in. But the mayor's calling the shot. Anyway,
Danny, you're a good
welcome to
guy.
Diamonds.
Wish you could help me find my son, but apparently McDonough says no. Hello, who are
Hey
you?
there.
What a day, huh?
I bet we're gonna see you again later on.
Head on inside.
Anyways, let's go take a look at Diamond City. And I did a little bit of a hurry up to get here because if you did not know, Civilization, you're right, Codsworth. If you did not know, Diamond City decorates itself for Christmas, and it is indeed Christmas Day in game. So, been a long road and a long time to get here. And as much as I am excited to get shopping and just explore the town, I think that this is a good place to end the episode for today. So, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the episode, hit that like button. If you want to see more of this crazy run, be sure and subscribe and ring the bell so that you know the next time I issue a video. And if you didn't like, tell me why in a comment so I can do better next time. Constructive criticism is the best way that I know how to improve. Thanks for watching. My name is Nacho Bidness, and I'm saying it's a great big wasteland out there. Let's go have fun in it.